Hello, hello, hello. I am back after the family thing. We actually got there early, which is amazing for me because it's not a thing. Inky, go eat, baby. Go eat, buddy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, it's like, what was that noise? Sorry, buddy. I touched the butt. I touched the butt. Okay. Now, we should be getting, after we get to Arlathan, we should be getting Emmerich and Tosh.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us.
What are you doing?
Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change.
Okay.
You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
I mean, we've seen that so many times, though, that that is not true. Why do they keep...
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave Spite to me.
Thank you.
If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor
We
our
have
contract.
to live with a slightly
Gods, magic,
longer
politics.
curly hair.
Things are going to get very bloody.
I'm feeling really weird flirting with everybody because it's way too sincere. And at this point, he wouldn't be that sincere about the flirts. So... And I don't like the sandals. That's driving me nuts.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta get Davrin too. I forgot about him. Um, so actually we'll be getting Davrin. We'll be getting Davrin next. I think. What is happening? Testing. I hadn't actually seen if you guys could hear my mic. And you can. Everything's in here, isn't she? No. Might as well go see what she wants.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's go talk to Harding really quick. Talk to Varric. And then... Ah! Oops. Sorry. I was reading, so I threw myself off the cliff. Anyway.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Varric. The Autom occupy Treviso, think they can outlast the crows. We believe it's time to prove them wrong. Come see us when you can. Okay.
You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Maybe he also reacts differently. That would make sense if he reacts differently. Eep. To the personality type. Honestly, he also reacted differently to Hawk from their personality type as well.
shores.
Okay. We need to go. Let's do whatever Neb wants us to do first. It's a lot of shoulders going on in this party. There's people saying they don't like her hats. I'm like, how dare you not like her hats? She's got great
The
hats.
spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
She's got great hats. We're the ones that got stupid hats. Cat came back the very next day.
I sense a way through, Dweller. Find that which seals the path.
Hey, dummy. Hi, dummy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Permanently boosts health by 25.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
The privy's that way. Mining a dangerous job, lightless tunnels, frequent cave-ins, knowing where to go when you need to go is priceless. Thankfully, these men will show the way. Ooh. That's a lot right now. Okay. Get down, Nev.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
What are you doing, Nick?
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
What are you doing, Inky? Inky, stop. Asher.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher.
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Doggy.
Raining again.
I once heard that's because all the magic that keeps the Archon's palace floating messes with the clouds.
Typical, huh?
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
Excuse me. This is equipped. A carefully sculpted copy of a dragon rising, a moment of sacrifice, magisters gloating, and soldiers blindly following orders, inspired by both Venatori and shadow dragons, though for opposite reasons, inspiring to both. Insulated suit. I really wish I could, like, not necessarily try before I buy, but, like, see? Oh, I don't have iron. Tunic Noir. Seriously, why does the Inquisitor wear that?
Come back anytime.
Oh, wait, not that one. Yes, check that.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet.
Rook.
Good to meet you. Be careful out there.
Found all this myself. Treasure. Don't touch unless you're buying.
Pillars of Kalsharak voice. We are a shout from the deep places, dissonance and harmony, a chorus sung by many in one voice. Okay, that's weird. The remains of Canon Avantis Dumatborn, the inevitable Venator. What does that mean? An ocularum crystal was embedded in one eye at the start of his rule, a dagger in the other shortly after. Oh my. A prickly box.
You want your own treasure?
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye out. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Here we go!
The gods bless us!
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
No, let's let my dog out again. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come eat. Come eat your food, okay? Come eat, buddy. Good job. That's it. That's my smart boy. What? Okay. Flirt. Got
it.
I feel like
the ossuary, but without the view.
big sewer. Did you go eat, buddy? Go eat. What the hell?
Don't like the sound of that.
That startled me. That's the thing. Jump.
That did it.
Free
We can
lunch
get through
voucher.
now.
I got blight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats, so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents are down here with us. Get them. Reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take out the leads.
Now what?
Get rid of the white balls or the task won't keep coming.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Your life for theirs! Double your... We need to close here.
How's your chance?
Face your head on down.
Say so.
Let's end this. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the Shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Paw of the Unknown Magister. A sealed paw crafted to contain a specific powerful Venatori Magister. The Shadow Dragons haven't revealed or perhaps decided on the Magister and So all are afraid instead of one. What? Oh. Triumph we will not allow. A carefully sculpted copy of a dragon rising. We already read this. I already read that. I read that one. And I read that one. Okay. See, the thing is, if I bought it, I read it when I bought it, but it still shows up as new. So we read all those 4 other ones.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Hello.
Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
It's tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Back. What did I do? I don't know what that is. Okay.
I shouldn't buy something for myself right now, but maybe some...
Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I don't have that.
You're always welcome to browse.
Thank you.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings. Beautify any space.
Beautify any space.
So,
Hi.
the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Hi, Fuzzface. What are you doing? What are you doing, you fuzzy nightmare? Hi. Oh, you stinky jerk. Ouch. That's my leg. That's my leg. You're laying on it. Hi. Hi, buddy.
Venatori, we're close. That's probably. Clear.
You're kind of on my leg. It's kind of uncomfortable, sir.
Locked. There has to be.
Venatori, stop leaving the rooftop passages open. Let's in a draft.
Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes?
Oh no.
Company, get ready.
There you go.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
I'm on fire. What?
Look at that.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up.
Chanting is bad.
How?
We stop. They're using magic to control that darkspawn. We have to stop it.
Wait.
Not in my city.
Calm down now.
They're controlling darkspawn.
Time. We're on fire.
Oh crap. That's my fault. That was my fault. Yeah. Buddy, that's a little uncomfortable with the way you're laying on my leg. Oh boy.
They're summoning darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
What are you doing?
There's a problem.
They're controlling darkspawn.
Not in my city.
Before fate! Nicely done, Rook!
Ah!
Got you covered.
They're all
Now's your chance.
That's all of the darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
Woo. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideouts is unknown. But they use the catacombs and darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
Hi, buddy. I didn't know you were up there. You little parrot. You little parrot. Yeah. Got myself a new blankie. It's got teal and aqua Christmas trees all over it. Alright. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There. Well, that's okay. Knight Commander Lenos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us and you'll be richly rewarded. For the glory of Taventa Reborn. That piece
This
of
note.
shit.
Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars
okay,
is
buddy?
being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
You okay? Get it. Get it. Good job. Wait, I think there's one more somewhere. Algernon has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. Instructions follow for magical rituals. Draw on a dark relic.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Too late, man. Hi.
Did you find anything in there?
A lot of
The
keys,
risen
sir.
gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
I think we've only scratched the surface. It will get worse.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
I'm hoping you're here to help, because we need it.
Rook's been working with us. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Venatori serve the risen gods, who have given the cultist magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond.
How do the Venatori keep the Blight from infecting their own? Has Algernon given them some sort of protection?
Good question, actually. An excellent question. Ooh. I think I have a medium helmet armor, right? Probably a light helmet. Medium. Medium. Perfect. Oh, hell no. Looks better. What are you doing, Fuzzbutt? Bleeding damage. What is on? Ranged attack. What's the other ring? I really need a short bow. They are much faster, I think, to aim. What's face? What are you doing?
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them.
They're telling us to watch out for Darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Wardens?
I imagine the Grey Wardens have their hands full elsewhere.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
If believing that makes you feel safer, sure. I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori. Till next time.
I'm sure it keeps doing it.
Up there.
Yeah, we can't do that yet. Wait. I am checking it. Am I going the wrong way?
Keeping busy?
I'm chasing a fraudulent enchantment scheme. It's harmless until the buyer thinks they're immortal.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why?
I'll make this quick.
Move fast. That's got it. Take it down.
Please, go on. So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
We was having a discussion about this the other day. People say non-binary doesn't make sense in this world, blah blah blah. I like, makes sense because they're speaking English. That's why it makes sense. That's my opinion on that. But
people are still getting over demons pouring from the sky. Oh, what's next?
What doesn't make sense is for him to say mierda. That doesn't make sense. Now they speak English and Italian? That doesn't make sense.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Treasure hunters are common as flies, but I've never met one ostracized for killing a Ravani noble. Your Lords of Fortune leaders apparently didn't appreciate the subsequent political attention.
Right. I should have considered the political nightmare before all else. Just let the man unleash an ancient evil and kill my crew.
Fine. I've little time to waste on the unruly antics of treasure hunters. Tell me how you unleashed the Blight.
I think unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect?
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf Elven God of Lies from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Gets worse.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane. They're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around?
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium,
and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumog's breath. I wasn't expecting to see Reset. Better for you.
All right, man.
How?
You getting into trouble?
Always.
Huh. Talk to Varric. Okay.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
That depends. Am I talking to Lace Harding, or...?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Solus lived here. The Dreadwolf. He was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed. And that's saying something.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Uh-huh, great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
What's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock, make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Inrathus, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. they die.
What? All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Darktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
What you doing, Fuzzbutt?
Look who's thoughtful.
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Balara's back in her room.
Oh! Hey, Rook.
Oh, dang it. My eyes just shut for a second, just in time to watch. And when I open them, I watch myself run right up the cliff. Oh. What are you doing, Inky? What you doing, buddy? What time is it? Okay. Oh, actually, what did they have us doing? I'm still trying to decide which way I'm gonna go.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Yes.
To other shores.
Oh, I meant to change my clothes.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Unbind this path, Dweller. Seek what is hidden.
I only wish I'd been able to bring my fade tuner, get some readings. I suppose you're right. We all need to make sacrifices.
Okay, get closer, fool. Crow, crow. See, here's my thing. No matter what you do, Minrathous gets destroyed. No matter what. Minrathous has an army. Antiva doesn't. When I was in Shadow Dragon, I obviously picked Minrathous, okay? But it just doesn't, they both suck. It really sucks to do either.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
The next mark. Crow diplomacy signed in blood from a period after influence was claimed. But before responsibility was accepted. If nations march on the elves, Antiva will not be silent. Never again. Hi. Hi. Hi.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
You know what? I don't know what Italy has on their coins, but this kind of makes sense in the terms, if you start thinking about it, Italy has a royal family, right? They aren't in power. But they have mafias as well, which have a lot of power.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
You keep disrupting the Antam. I'll keep you stocked. See you again.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
You're new as well, right? I'm Dartonia Charis.
Dimitri. Just Dimitri.
Hello. Just Dimitri.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Hang on.
So, the Demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some, assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
I don't know how long I've not been talking. I'm sorry.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso.
Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected, but then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
Well, so you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes,
here.
but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Velara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite.
You okay? There we go.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist.
A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Anything I can help you?
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
I mean, why?
If the butcher cares so much for Treviso, he'll make sure we have the proper ingredients for this risotto.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
I might stop after this because I'm having a hard time staying awake. I don't know why. I think it's because I went to bed kind of late last night. And then I woke up kind of early.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
You look happy, it's weird.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
You must have found time for a little trouble along the way. And if you didn't, I can find you some now.
We'll see. You don't know how much trouble I can handle yet. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
That's a lot of sloshing for some coffee. Sounded like water. Connors did some shopping in Treviso markets and got a further look at Tom's occupation in the city after meeting Ilario for coffee. He thinks that Zara will hurt his cousin as she did him and Katerina.
The butcher wants to see Treviso? Then he shall. My father will throw a ball and I will wear the best dress.
Okay. You're gonna throw a ball for a butcher?
I can get you anything you like. Need a top up?
Thank you.
Best place in Treviso.
People feel at home here.
Mark my words, Treviso will come back even stronger from this.
From what? Oh, occupation, yeah. Where are you, Fuzzbutt?
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
Me?
Almost feels like home.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Cafe later? Good night for you.
Choice cuts.
Woo! Yeah.
How about pork?
If the butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let sheep sell freely.
Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Crap.
Bantam stopped me on my way to work.
Tune on the rocks. A recent Drowned District staple rum is matched with salt water and presumably seasonal parvalin fruit floated from a dreadnought hold while Antom are distracted by their own windy butcher. Okay. That was
Demanded to know who
eating
I
his
was
heart.
and where I was going.
What gives him the right?
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin!
We've got a...
We are found! Attack!
Don't worry. Taylor and the Argo sent us.
Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the on top! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them! Got us from a distance.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They...
Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him.
Your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from Tejas and Viago's. Just follow the marks.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teja and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I've spotted them around the city. I think there's one nearby on the walls.
Let's go look.
Using companion abilities with the dagger. Oh Lord. Ooh.
Crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
I'd love to know how they would make that happen. We're over here now. We might as well grab that.
Another mark this way.
Is it? Right.
Of course.
Bonk. Alright.
Just here for the necessities. Might be a while before we get to eat.
Before they get to eat? Eating's not a necessity? What?
It's hard to find work. Since the Antam killed the merchant I work for, I'll have to make food stretch for the children.
Oh my gosh. Three cats. What are they doing over there?
Here's another crow mark.
The Writ of Free Commerce, a reproduction of the decree exempting Antivan trade from royal taxation. Municipal fees remain, but rarely mentioned when merchants try to get similar rates past their home nations. Okay. Huh?
You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons. At least the Demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
I saw some of the Shadows work before. Well, anyway, their good opinion is worth having.
I guess it has to be this one.
I've been learning how to make Kunari foods. Maybe the Antam will be kinder once they've eaten some Iska.
Maybe.
Our next crow mark.
Where? Oh, I see it. Thing I have this white mark too, otherwise we'd be lost as hell.
What?
again. Oh my word.
Another mark? This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
The butcher of Treviso has employed a poisoner who manufactures comic. The receipt of this the recipient of this contract, Dareth, is charged with finding this comic master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who allowed the Antam into the city should the person become known. Should this recipient fail, their next of kin may claim this contract.
The butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Grip.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
The Antam ordered me out of my house. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Throw it down.
What?
Back on the ground soon.
Trouble coming.
Boss, over here!
Take them out, quick!
Damn it. What that's supposed to be, a lion, I guess?
We're in. Let's find the coming master.
I love the fact that it seems like Antivan houses were just built with catwalks.
Careful ahead.
This place is for... You cannot forbid the crows!
Hey, Rook.
Saw me doing the thing, and you saw him just standing there. It's annoying. I hate when fucking games do that. It's like that millisecond that you're still doing something else, I guess. Yeah.
Never shall follow us.
That's some bullshit. You're gonna start me all the way over there with new people. You might as well have given me my voice potion.
Take them out, quick!
Go get my potions, damn it. Bullshit.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
Gross.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers, who are immune to demons.
A cult in Orlais. Oh, like the Red Lyrium cult?
They're at range.
We're in. Let's find the coming master.
Oh,
get ready.
Hard.
You cannot
Shit, that is not what I wanted to do. Now that's fucking wasted.
Clear.
Oh, whoops. That's good to know. That's not what I wanted to do. Hurry up, Laura. Wait a second, actually.
on behalf of the crows. Poison us.
Poison? You face the gift of the gods!
Damn it.
Say the word.
Thanks, Ricardo.
No strength. I'll give.
Damn it.
How is he even talking? He's completely blinded.
Wait.
There you go.
Strength. I'll give. Butcher fool.
How is he even talking? He's completely blinded.
We'll ask questions after it's dead.
Say it.
Fear. We rise with.
It's done. The coming master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
The Butcher rages. Someone has stolen the comic I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor is it my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed the city investigate the matter. So there is a human that betrayed the city. The Butcher was not pleased, locked me in here, said I was quote unquote changed. Let him find another comic maker. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a reaver of flesh.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Now you got a painting overlay. Okay, we're gonna let Taya know she was right. And then I have to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm tired, monkey. Oh. It's a lot of stagger. Oh wow, I just dumped this out right here.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circus is charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two are right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them. One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Eventually is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
So here's a question. If the crows rule Antiva, what's the point of electing someone such as a governor? Assuming that he is elected and not just appointed by... I guess he could have just been appointed by the king. That happens too. The crows are vindicated when the team's investigation confirmed a traitor helped the butcher to occupy Treviso, troublingly. They also discovered that some comic was stolen from the butcher. The thieves. I'm sorry for laughing at that. Apparently, very difficult word. The thieves' identity is a mystery. Tia and Bianca. I'll stop laughing at myself in a minute. Began planning their next steps against the Antam through Jacobus, Dara's cousin. The occupation cost is already too high. Level up. Excuse you. Hi, Jacobus.
Are you okay, Jacobus?
No. After we lost our families, Derek and I promised we'd look out for... I hate the Antam so much!
Whoa.
Stock up with whatever you need.
Alright, Fletcher. Hunting plumage. A crow is never casual, but they are still comfortable. See? Like, that's why you will probably wear this stuff. Okay. There was a thing that I wanted to get him. There it is right there. Okay.
See you again.
Adios. Okay, let's go home. And then we'll talk to people and change his clothes. Probably end up wearing the same thing that Anobia wore. I can't stand the shorts. I don't mind so much the top, but this look is just yikes. Okay, let's first and foremost. It's armor. I don't want armor. This. There we go. That'll do for running around here. Okay, I like that better than what he was wearing. What's this? Not terrible. Not a fan of the brown. Absolutely not. It always looks so cool, like, in the picture, and then I put it on and I'm like, oh yeah, it's hideous. I forgot. Yeah. I do like this coat, though, too. Maybe. We might change into that later. Okay. Let's wear this for now. Okay. Who wants to talk? Much, much better. That's the thing. I was like, to me, yes, he is like, he's my little Ferelden polar bear, but and the fact that he's a swimmer, that's probably about the only time you're ever going to see his legs. I mean, for real.
Rook, do you have a minute?
No.
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
For me?
Yeah, there was a conversation this morning about gamers. We're older now, you know what I mean? It's not just kids and 20-somethings anymore. We've been playing for 20 plus years. We're not going to stop just because we got to 40 or whatever. So they were feeling a little weird about romancing some of these characters. I was like, well, to me, none of these people are really reading like 20s outside of Tosh. Tosh, to me, does seem like she's in her early... They seem like they're in their early 20s. Everybody else, though...
A sharp eye,
20s,
a quick mind,
30s.
and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then.
Oh.
I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us.
I'm glad to see you making friends, Bellara.
Oh, definitely. Nev, she's been just so kind.
Bellara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
Rook's little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tivin, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Getting back to work. I'm just kidding.
Anything. I'm not too picky.
Really? Maybe we'll surprise you. But the good kind of surprise, for once.
You should have an assistant. Someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus? Helping me cook?
Again, the flattery...
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Magical cooking. Magical cooking. On the back of a recipe card in Ballara's handwriting, no obvious fuel source for the stove. Oven uses wood, which makes sense. But how does the stove work? Now maybe this answers our question. Faint traces of magic when we cook. Veilfire? Gross. How would that even work? Well, isn't Veilfire a memory of fire? So that makes sense. And you're in the Fade, so again, makes sense. Theories. Stove is drawing from the ambient magical energy and converting it into heat. Is this a constant process? What happens to the excess? Magic is finite resource. Could we ever actually run out of? Fate is incalculably vast, but it has to have an edge, right? Ask Nev to try some same meal cooked on stove magic on my portable camp stove wood. Blind taste test suggests no difference in flavor. Surprising. Further experiments necessary. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Didn't Solus just say Veilfire was like a memory of fire? So I thought, wouldn't that make sense? What? What? Where are we? Oh, what? Where are we? What is happening? Okay. I couldn't get it to move. Dampener? Ah. No one's torn apart yet that I know of. The counter resonance from the dampener is turned to this specific part of the fade, or tune, excuse me. The more you move away from this spot, the less effective it will be. There's this theory that every mage has a unique resonance. The way they touch magic is just a little bit different. Theoretically, could you tune the dampener to a person's resonance instead? Making it so they couldn't use magic. How interesting. Would it be harder to figure out someone's specific resonance? Would need examples of their magic. How would you even get that? Need third volume of Harris's collected essays. We'll ask the professor if he has any. Ooh, the professor. Okay. Alright, guys. I think that's gotta be it. We'll pop in on Harding and Varric. And then, oh wait. Let's do this really quick, because I will forget.
Need and knowledge.
Of course, now we're out. We're out of everything. Apparently this time we got plenty of crystals. It's everything else that we're out of. Alright. Let's go talk to Harding. He looks much better in this than Anobia did, to be quite honest. She looked bad in it. He just looks better. Hello?
Why are there so few books about the Titans?
Because they were long dead, my dear? Okay. I don't think, I mean... It'd be like, why... Well, that's not true. More apt would be why are there so few books written by the dinosaurs, not necessarily about dinosaurs. I'm not quite sure what she wants. This doesn't seem to be like... So this would be more like medieval times, or... Not medieval, maybe. Where books are not ever present, right? We've had thousands of years to create books. You know, and while they could have had the same amount of time to create books, their technology is not on par. I guess they just haven't figured out a magical way to make books. As we have found a technological way to make books. And I guess we'll go get Davrin tomorrow?
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to go, I think. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.